Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you that are new here, hey, my name is Tenna and welcome to my circus. Today we're looking a little rough, we're looking a little raggedy because it is wash day and your girl's hair is on like day 8 or 9 of not being washed, and I didn't wrap it last night, so I look rough. I look real rough. So I know on the last few videos that I've done, I have had quite a few comments from you guys asking me to do my curl routine. So I figured that I will take you guys along on the ride of how to get your hair to get nice, soft, defined, frizz-free curls that everybody is looking for. I am going to show you how to get your hair to go from this to this. So if this is something that you're interested in seeing, then go ahead and strap on your seatbelt and get ready for a ride, because I am about to show you my entire curl routine start to finish. Let's go ahead and hop on into the video. Just as a disclaimer, everybody's hair is different. Everybody's hair takes product differently. It's kind of up to you to figure out what products actually work, and it's really trial and error. If I could show you the graveyard of products that I have in my vanity of like hair care products, like you would die. All right, so first things first, my hair is down. As you can see, I've taken it out of my little ponytail, so you can see that we are looking tangled and dry and just no shape, and just, it's typically what my hair kind of looks like when we get close to wash day. So basically what we're gonna do is I am going to show you guys all the products that I use. My whole routine from start to finish. It does take a long time when I do wash day. So like I said in the beginning of the video, you know, this can differ for many different people. This is just what works for me. I have friends that have the same or similar hair texture to mine that use products that don't work on my hair, and vice versa. A lot of times weather has to do with how your hair reacts to things. If you have color treated your hair, if you've heat styled your hair, there are so many different factors that can change how your hair reacts to different products. I do bleach my hair. I'm in the process of pulling out all the red that has been in my hair. For those of you who have been here for a while, I was going through like a fire engine red ombre thing, and we have now pulled it out and we are changing it to honey highlights, and my hair is not loving this color correcting process. So we are a little bit more dry than normal, a little bit more unruly than normal. So I've got my methods of trying to take care of that. So if you've got color treated hair, I will show you what I do to help restore that moisture, get rid of some of that frizz and damage that comes with color treating your hair. And yeah, so let's go ahead and jump on into this. So basically, first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop into the shower. I'm not going to take you guys with me on that journey because it's the shower, it's a little and like I'm not cool enough to figure out how people film themselves like in the shower shampooing. My bathroom's like not set up correctly for me. I don't know, just trust me, I'll mess around and accidentally like pop a boob into frame, and I'm not trying to do that. So basically I'm going to show you guys the shampoo and conditioners that I use. If you have heard of the LUS Brands, that is currently what I am using. It's kind of hit or miss. People either love it or hate it, and they're very, very well known for having a 3-step process. They have a shampoo, a conditioner, and they have an all-in-one type of leave-in styler for wavy, curly, and kinky coily type hair. So I use their shampoo and conditioners, which are these guys right here. They are free from all of the sulfates, silicones, parabens, phthalates, you know, alcohols, mineral oils. Like, they have pulled all the crap out of here. Another thing that I want to mention about my routine is that I mostly follow the curly girl method. If you have not heard about that, there are so many articles and things you can Google online of all the different things. If I sat here and walked you through the entire curly girl routine, this would be like a 5-hour video, so I could probably do that as a whole separate thing. But basically, the curly girl method is you are using products that are free from this laundry list of things that are known to harm your curls, create that frizz, and doesn't nourish them and sucks the life out of them, basically. Which LUS Brands, they are curly girl friendly. They do not have any of those really crappy ingredients that are in there. So one thing that you do need to look at when you are looking at products for your hair, whether it's shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioners, leave-in products, look at the labels. Make sure that you are not putting things in your hair that's gonna harm your curls. I know that it's easy sometimes to go get some of the cheapo Garnier Fructis or whatever the hell you wanna buy at Target, but a lot of those things are laced with silicones and alcohols and all these different types of things that are not good for your hair. Usually you can find a lot of curly girl friendly products down like the multicultural hair aisle, where you will find things like Shea Moisture, Diva Curl, Miss Jessie's, things like that. Those are all products that I have used and have worked really, really well. So look at your labels. Like I said, look up the Curly Girl method, look up the list of things that you don't want in your products. And I think that that makes a huge difference in the overall health of your hair in general. Usually, I noticed a huge difference when I stopped using sulfates and silicones and all those things in my hair. My hair became so much easier to work with, tangle-free. The frizz went away. It was so much shinier and healthier. It just made a huge difference in the overall like health of my hair. So on top of these two things, there's only one product in my entire arsenal that is not Curly Girl friendly that I just cannot get away from using. I actually suffer from really, really bad seborrheic dermatitis or scalp psoriasis, where I get really, really heavy plaques on my scalp. My scalp can actually like scab sometimes, different things like that. So this is kind of for people that might struggle with that. I absolutely can't get away without using a type of medicated shampoo. So for anybody that has that problem, I actually use the Neutrogena tea gel for that. It's harsh. It's got a whole bunch of crap in there, sulfates and everything that you're not supposed to put in your hair. However, it is the only thing that has ever been able to keep my condition at bay. So I try my hardest. I'm like 99% Curly Girl method, but this is one thing that I cannot get away from. Otherwise, I have a bleeding, scabbing, gross, really itchy, uncomfortable scalp, and I have to use it. So that's kind of like a medical necessity. And then a couple of tips while you are in the shower, just because I do build with a lot of that buildup from the plaques that will sometimes appear on my scalp. People that have dandruff, people that have product buildup. This right here is like the best thing I ever got. Got this on Amazon for like $5. I think you can find them at Walmart as well for like $2, $3. But basically all it is like a silicone scrub brush. So if you can see up close, like the bristles, they all move. They're not hard by any means, so do not get one that's hard. You want like a nice soft silicone one. And basically you take it in your hand and you take it and you rub it around your scalp and your hair like this. It really does a really great job of like really cleaning up your scalp. And on top of that, because of the softness of the silicone, it gives your scalp a really, really good scalp massage, which is really, really good for stimulating hair growth. That's one thing that you want to do if you're focused on growing your hair longer, you want more length, things like that. Doing scalp massages helps a lot with that, as well as making sure you have a good diet and good vitamins, things like that. But this is one of my favorite things to use in the shower, and it feels really good and it gets my scalp really, really squeaky clean. So there's this guy. You can find him on Amazon, Target, Walmart. People are starting to catch on. And the other thing, as far as detangling your hair, do not ever in your life try to brush this out dry. Just don't do it. Don't use a paddle brush to comb it out. Just don't. What you need when you have extremely curly hair, you just need a wide tooth comb, a lot of conditioner, and spending some time in the shower. Do not, oh God, it makes me like cringe when I think of like, when I see videos or things like that and they've got these little girls with this curly hair that are out of the shower and they're taking those big old paddle brushes and just sitting there don't do that. Your curls are so fragile. They need to be treated very, very tenderly. I mean, they snap so easy. They need to be handled very, very gently. So when I am in the shower, when I am doing the conditioner part of my routine, I let it sit in my hair for a little while, and then I take my wide tooth comb while I'm in the shower. If there are any parents that are watching this, as far as like with your kids or anything like that, do this while they're in the bath. Put the conditioner while it's in their hair. You will take their hair in small sections. You will start from the bottom and work your way up. Absolutely do not take this comb and start up here and try to tug your way down. You will break off your curls. You will damage your curls. Just don't do it. So lots of conditioner, a little bit of time, taking a comb while the hair is soaking wet and lathered in conditioner. Start from the ends and work your way up the shaft until you can get it all the way through the hair. So at this point, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to go hop into the shower, and then I will come back. I will show you guys my whole deep conditioning routine, and we'll get the show on the road. So me and my little frizzy fro here are gonna go hop in the shower, and I will be right back. All right, so we are back. We are nice, cleaned, and showered, and I've got my hair up in a nice little microfiber turban. So as far as drying your hair goes, you've got a couple of different options. When drying curls, try to stay away from your regular bath towels. Not even try, just stay away from them. That is what creates that real frizzy hair that you do not want. So what I normally do is, right now I've got a microfiber hair towel. You can find these anywhere, and I actually find quite a bit of them at like TJ Maxx and Marshalls for like $5. You can do that. And then a method that I think actually works a little bit better, that's cheaper, is just a regular t-shirt. So go grab your man's t-shirt, whatever, go steal a shirt from your dad, your mom, I don't know. Whoever's got some regular t-shirts, if you don't want to use your own, use that as well. And it's the best way to dry your curls. So let's go ahead and pull this down. Basically, this is what we are looking like. We're looking all shiny and nice already. So the next step that I am going to do is I'm going to deep condition my hair with all of the treatments that I do to my hair as far as bleaching and things like that. My hair does get very, very dry, so I really like to focus on moisture. So there are several different products that I do use for my hair depending on what's going on. First thing that is up for my ladies that do bleach their hair, I do use this treatment quite a bit after I get my hair freshly done at the salon because my hair does get very angry after bleach, which is Olaplex, which is this guy right here. This is basically a hair bonding treatment. It's really, really, really great for people that bleach their hair, things like that. And I've seen a lot of success with a lot of girls in the curly community using this. It is a little bit pricey, but a little bit does go a long way, and you can get this at Sephora. The next thing that is up, when I am in a rush, I don't have time to take the 20-30 minutes that it takes to deep condition my hair. I have one from, again, LUS Brands. They have their deep condition and repair. So it only takes 5 minutes, and basically I put this on in the shower while I'm in there lathering up, shaving my legs, doing whatever, but it only takes 5 minutes to put it in your hair. And it's basically for all skin, or not all skin, and it's basically for all hair types. So I will use this when I'm in a rush and I don't have time to deep condition, but today I do have time to deep condition. So what am I using today? I am using these guys from Not Your Mother's. These are probably my favorite deep conditioners. You put them in and you can leave them in for about 5 to 10 minutes. I usually do it for 10 minutes because I want to get the most out of it. I've got 3 different types here. I've got their Tahitian Gardenia flower and mango butter, which is their curl defining butter mask, which this is the one that I'm going to be using today. I love this one. They also have the Royal Honey and Kalahari Desert Melon. This is the Repair and Protect. This is also when I'm having, you know, issues with like heat damage, things like that. And the last one is the Matcha Green Tea and Wild Apple Blossom, which is a nutrient-rich butter mask, which, you know, when I like to switch it up. But I am going to be using the pink one today, which is the Curl Defining Tahitian Gardenia Flower and Mango Butter Mask. So I'm going to be using this. I'll put it all over my hair. So basically, this is what it looks like in the packet there. And basically you can get these at Ulta. They run about $3.99 a piece. And then every now and then when Ulta does their little sales that they do a couple times a year, they actually do 50% on these, 50% off. So I actually like stocked up on a bunch of these about a week ago. So basically what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up. I'm going to take a nice hair tie. Thing about hair ties, if you absolutely ever have to put your hair up for any reason, stay away from those regular black ones that everybody uses, those tingle your curls. I use these. They are by Invisibobble. This one's kind of stretched out because I've been using the heck out of it, but they come in all different types of colors, and this is probably the best one I've used in my hair. It keeps it up. It doesn't tingle my hair. I've also seen people use silk scrunchies, and there's a couple other brands that have like no tangle type ones, but the most easy ones to use are these ones, or silk scrunchies. So I'm gonna go ahead and part my hair up. So right now, because I am so dry and I'm trying to correct heat damage from flat irons and stuff, so we can see that my ends are a little bit dry, so I tend to put the mask on my ends a little bit more than the rest of my hair. So I'm gonna take some in my hand and we are going to rake it through my hair. Like so, making sure that I concentrate it on the ends. Smells so good. I love the smell of this mask. So another secret of mine, because a lot of times with my hair type, which another thing about curly hair, there are hair types. I am a 3B/3C hair type. I have a mixture of different types of curls in that 3 category, which basically means that I have pretty tightly defined curls, and I also have curls that have, like, you know, S patterns, things like that. So it's not a loose curl, but it's also not a very tight curl. It's right in the middle. So basically what I'm going to do to help train my curls is I will take them section by section and I will do little twists while I deep condition my hair. So I will take my hair and I will begin to just twist it together like so. And it's just 2 pieces of hair that I'm just twisting around each other. My finger and just kind of twirl the end there, and boom, there we go. So that's what I do. It helps with training your curls to kind of find their pod per se, just so that your hair Sometimes I have these little random little strands of hair that just kind of like to go rogue and they don't like to clump. The best thing that you want your hair to do when you are styling it is you like the hair clumps, because that is what gives you those nice, big, nice and tight defined curls. So in order to help my hairs kind of find their family, you will kind of train your hair doing this while you deep condition. So here we are. We have got all of our hair twisted into these little tiny twists. I look like I always have like dreadlocks when I do this. So when this is done, this is when I start counting down from 10, which means the underside is probably gonna get a little bit more conditioned than the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and go off, wash my hands, all that stuff, and let this sit for about 10 minutes. I'm then going to rinse it out, and then I will be back to show you guys how I put in my products. Just a hint of advice when rinsing this out, even when you're in the shower, and I forgot to mention that when I did my initial first shower shampoo and condition, always make sure that you rinse with cool water. The colder the better. Do not rinse your hair out with hot water. That makes the hair shaft expand, and that's what creates that frizz, makes the hair catch up onto each other, how you start getting tangles and things like that. When you use cool or cold water, it closes the cuticle on that shaft, and it blocks in all that moisture, and it gives you that nice, shiny, smooth curl that you're looking for. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit. I'm gonna rinse this out, and then I will show you guys how I put in my products, and we will go throughout the day. All right, so we have washed all the conditioner out, and I have it up in this towel here. So we're gonna go ahead and put in all of the products that I need in order to get my fine, nice, beautiful curls. So basically, different things that I use. By Curlsmith, I actually use these two things for my scalp health. One is the full length density elixir, and the other one is the scalp stimulating booster. This one is one that I will put in right now, and then this one I use before I go to bed. So this one is morning, this one is at night. And basically, this is what they look like. They're a little bit pricey. They do promise and swear that it makes your hair grow longer and all those things. I'm not entirely sure about that piece. However, I know that since I've started using it, I have noticed better scalp health just because of the seborrheic dermatitis and scalp psoriasis kind of issue that I have. So that's helped a lot with it. And then the next thing that I will usually put in my hair is I do a leave-in conditioner. This guy right here from Shea Moisture, which is their Manuka Honey and Yogurt Hydrate and Repair Multi-Action Leave-In. So this is what it looks like. It is probably one of my favorite leave-ins. It leaves my hair very soft. It smells really good. And I actually take a little bit of it and I mix it into my water in my spray bottle here that I use for refreshing my hair and keeping it wet so that I have a little bit of like conditioner water. And then next is my actual styling products. So since I've discovered the LUS brand products, I have discovered outside of the leave-in conditioner and the scalp booster, I only need one product. They usually say that if you are having to use more than 3 products to get your curls, something isn't working right. You're using way too many products. That's how you get product buildup. Your hair gets weighed down, so you shouldn't be using like conditioner and then a gel and then a hold and then a styling balm and then it just is so much stuff for your hair. So again, it's back to the LUS Brands thing, and I swear I'm not sponsored. Again, not like I am anybody big to be sponsored by them, but I have just found really great success with them. So I have got 2 of their step 3, which is their all-in-one to repair, hydrate, and style. So the first one I ever got from them was this one right here. It is for their curly hair, which works fine on my hair. I ended up with big, you know, soft, nice curls. However, I found that I wanted a little bit more moisture and a little bit more hold. So those of you that do use the LUS brand products and you find that this isn't giving you as much hold as you thought it would, if you have curly hair, if you have wavy hair and you want a little bit more hold, they said that you can actually step it up to the next type of product, which I ended up moving to the Kinky Coily one, which I got it in a big giant liter because I go through it. This one gives me way more hold, way more moisture, and you can definitely see a difference in the consistency. Like this one is a little bit more of like a liquidy cream base, and this one is like thick. It's almost like putting like conditioner in your hair. So I find that this works a little bit better as far as getting me those really nice defined curls. My hair actually lasts a lot longer. So the best way to put products in your hair is when your hair is soaking wet. I know that that's probably different for some of you guys. I know that you guys just get out of the shower, you do what you need to do, then you go and style your hair. You want to do this when your hair is soaking wet. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my hair down before it gets too dry here. And as we can see, the hair is looking real shiny, real just, she is ready to go after doing that deep conditioning treatment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scalp stimulating booster and I'm gonna go ahead and put this all into my scalp. So I'm gonna take a little bit and I am just gonna go ahead and just kind of run this in to my scalp and just kind of massage it in as I go. So I'll do that, I'll take my fingers and then I will go in and just kind of massage it around on my scalp, making sure that it's fully all over. Alright, so next thing up, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Shea Moisture Hydrate and Repair Leave-In Conditioner. I absolutely need this because once again, like I said, my hair is very, very dry, especially on the ends right now. So I have to moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. So we'll take a little bit of this and we'll just kind of spray it all over into the hair on the ends, making sure those are nice and hydrated. And then next, because the LUS brand products, they're actually activated by water. So it's not good to use on dry hair. So you usually have to take the product and then you either put on really, really soaking wet hair or you mix it with a little bit of water. So I'll take a little bit more of my conditioning water and I will wet down my hair even more just to make sure that it is still absolutely soaking wet. So next I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this. I'm gonna go ahead and pump it on here because I can't lift a 1 liter bottle, but I'm going to go ahead and pump about 2 pumps, like this much. A little bit goes a long way. I'm gonna put it in my hands like so. And I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of rake it through my hair. Alright, so this next piece is really, really, really important to getting those nice defined curls that I get. And the secret is the Denman brush. I swear up and down by the Denman brush. Probably one of the best things I've ever used as far as defining my curls. It took me a really long time to figure out how to use it, and it's because when I was putting product in my hair and doing the Denman brush, my hair was like damp, not soaking freaking wet like it needs to be. So basically what I do, I'm gonna go ahead and part my hair into sections. And this is also a good way to evenly distribute all of the product in our hair. So if I zoom in a little bit, you can see that my hair is a little bit more like kind of stringy. You don't really see very many nice defined clumps, right? So I'm gonna take my Denman brush here. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have wore a black shirt. But I'm gonna take my hair here. I'm going to brush through like so, being very, very careful with it. And as you can see, when you start doing this, you can actually start spreading the product around. You'll actually kind of see that some of the product kind of comes out. Especially in the ends there, you can kind of see it coming through the brush. So anyway, this is how you start to get those clumps. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and squeeze and crunch and squeeze and crunch until we get nice clumped curls. So now we can see the difference. So this side, my curls are all clumped. This side, it's all stringy, dingy, whatever. So nice shining clumps over here. It's like a magic wand for hair, I'm telling you. It totally changes the way your hair does things. So we're gonna go ahead and brush this out on this side too. Being very, very careful, starting at the end, working our way up the shaft, because like I told you guys earlier, we want to take care of our curls. We brush all of our hair together like so, and then like it wants to turn into like one big like curl kind of thing, so you kind of have to shake and break it up a little bit, and then bam, wham bam, thank you ma'am, there are our big clumpy curls. So yes, there they are. So I'm going to continue to do this around the rest of my head, making sure that, you know, product is evenly distributed, all that stuff, and making these nice big curl clumps. So my hair is all nice and brushed out, as you saw me kind of go through, and then as I would get the big clumps, I would sit there and kind of shake them out, because if you kind of shake them while you brush them into those big sections, it'll fall out into its kind of its own curl pattern. So coming in real close, you guys can see that my curls are very, very defined. There aren't any loose pieces. Every curl has a home, which is what we want. Yes. All right, so basically this is where my curl routine kind of stops. I know that there are some people in the world that like to diffuse. I do not diffuse my hair. I'm sorry if you came here for maybe diffusing tips, but my hair does not like diffusing. I have tried every method there is in the world and my hair gets extremely frizzy, so I do have to let it air dry. So I'm gonna go about my day, I'm gonna go run some errands, do a couple of things, let it air dry, and then I will come back to show you guys the final results. If you are like me and you like the air dry method, this is where you have to be very, very careful with your hair. I'm wearing kind of like a silky, like baseball tee, which works the best for my hair. You want to try to wear something that's a little bit more silky and keep your hair from rubbing all over yourself to make sure that you don't get any frizz as it dries. Keep your hands out of your hair, don't touch it, let it dry, let it do its thing. The more that you sit there and touch it and put your fingers through and manipulate it, the more frizzy you're gonna get and you're gonna lose that clumping curl pattern. So I'm just gonna let it do its thing. I'm gonna go run some errands. I'm gonna let this stuff dry. My hair usually takes about an hour or two to dry, so I'll be back in a couple of hours. Have an event to go to this evening, so I will come back to you guys all full glam and ready to go, and you guys can see the final result. Otherwise, that is it for now. I will see you guys in a little bit. And I'm back. See, weird how a few hours and a little bit of air drying and some makeup can do. It's like a complete catfish. Anyways, so my hair is basically dry. And the thing that I really do love about these LUS products is that my hair is soft. It's not crunchy. I don't have to scrunch out any gel, anything like that. So the only thing that happens is because of the clumps that we made, my hair has got some serious curls going on in here where, you know, they're kind of tightly wound together. So if I kind of come in and show you guys what my hair is doing. So you can kind of see in here how like they're turning into these big mega clumped curls, but yeah, see what I mean by like my hair is nice and defined and shiny and yeah, no frizz. It's amazing. So what I do on this part is I grab my favorite hair oil and I put it on my hands. My favorite hair oil is by Ouai Hair Care. It's the rose hair and body oil. It smells so good. It smells like roses. And the reason why I use the hair oil is because I'm gonna go through and separate out some of my curls to give it a little bit more body. And I don't like doing that with my dry hands because it will create a little bit of frizz. So if I put a little bit of hair oil in my hands and do it, it kind of keeps the curls, you know, nice and frizz free while also giving it a little bit more of added hydration. So I'll take a little bit of that and put it in my hands like so, and the stuff is like crazy. It'll like, yeah, so we'll take some of that, we're gonna rub it in my hands like so, and we're gonna go in and we are just gonna start kind of unpiecing these curls together so that we can add a little bit more volume. So I've pieced it out a little bit more, and as you can see, it's added a little bit more body. So with my same hands with the same oil, I'm now gonna go kind of into my roots, and I'm gonna shake them up just a little bit, just to get a little bit of extra added volume at the crown, just because you know, our roots can tend to dry a little bit flat. So we go in with our hands and just kind of rake in the roots there, and just kind of, almost not like you're scratching, I'm taking my hands like this in my hair and just kind of shaking like this, and making it a little bit bigger. So yes, there it is. There's my finished hair, my finished curly hair. That is it, you guys. If this was helpful for you, I hope it was. I know a couple of you guys have been asking for this, so I finally put this together. Hopefully this was extremely helpful. Go ahead and leave any questions that you have below, and I will be sure to answer them if there's anything that I didn't cover for you, all that stuff. But your girl's gotta go. I have an engagement party to get to, so I'm gonna go ahead and run out the door, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.